Hello, everybody.
Hello!
We made it. We're here.
We did it.
We are in skeleton crew mode today. Hey, spookiness. So that's good.
It's appropriate. It's the day before Halloween, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know anymore.
I mean, it's a day that has dress ups and stuff, and you get candy. It might be Halloween. You can decide whatever you want it to be.
It might be a Tuesday, whatever.
Yeah. But yes, I am Ryan. To my left on the screen, we've got top part.
Hi, it's Connie, also known as Deadly Nightshade 666 in chat.
And I'm Corey. Corey Ember, hi.
Hi.
Welcome to our 2 p.m. Friday episode, just so you know what day out of the week it actually is.
Not Tuesday.
Not Tuesday,
2
2
p.m. For Roll for Initiative, where you in the chat help us decide who is the best, worst, or whatever of the topic we're talking about today. Last week, me and Cucumber tied for the Master Debater. And so between us, we chose what the topic will be this week, which will be who is the best spooky roommate to have take over the spare room in your apartment. So we have a list. You guys will help us vote things through, and we will roll dice to see who gets to have the opening argument.
Yes.
And another bit of news. This show is going to be changing format a little bit in next week. Instead of the bracket idea, we are going to go with basically more of like a super fights kind of organization, where we will all bring challengers to the theme that we're going to be doing, and we'll have 3 different rounds with different combatants and stuff like that, and we'll be talking about our arguments through that way. And we're also going to be changing the name of the show. It's no longer going to be called Roll for Initiative. It is going to be called The Exaster Debaters.
Yay!
So that is being in the works. Things are happening. So we'll hopefully show you a whole new format next Friday.
And I need to grab my dice. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
And so yes, of course we are 3 people shy today because Chunk is editing video. He's just being responsible. Cucumber is on set, also being responsible, and Carla is being even more responsible by taking her own show.
Man, the responsibility just keeps getting amped up.
I know. Yeah. It was also in Chunk's contract that he has to at least edit 1 video a month, otherwise he will get fired. And so he's like,
Ooh, a day short. Cutting it down.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this, and then he's just like, but yeah. So, anything else? I think. Oh, yes. And when you vote, make sure not to say the actual word, because that will count as a vote in the chat. And at the very, very end, you get to decide who the Master Debater will be. They get to decide. This time, it's not the question, but like the theme. So like whatever you want to talk about, and then we'll kind of, as the week goes on, we'll talk about the questions that we're gonna propose. So
we'll pick like the idea or like the concept that we can kind of work around and have different questions for the different rounds.
Okay.
A little different. And a little bit more open-ended.
We can talk about that more at the end of the show.
That is true. And that's where you also get to use your channel points to vote who your favorite is. All right. So I think we can get started. So, rolling dice. I got a 9.
11.
Oh.
All right, what's our first bracket?
You also got a 9?
Yeah.
How about that?
Funny.
So, our first bracket is if you were rooming with a vampire or a dragon.
Okay.
Like dragonborn status kind of dragon, or full on dragon ginormous?
Like Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid kind of thing, where they've decided to put themselves into human form, and they have now barged in, and they are now your roommate.
Got it. I feel like I'm gonna have to go with the vampire, I think, because we're both nocturnal, so that
Okay.
sleep schedule will work out very well. And I feel like a lot of the times he's just gonna be out doing his own thing, and he's just gonna come home and try and sleep during the day, and then kind of leave it at that. The dragon, I feel, may have a little bit of a temper. And if there's any sort of like confrontation or like you didn't do the dishes, like I feel like there would just be a real bad flare up instead of just okay, I'll just do the dishes next time. So I'm gonna go with vampire.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I think that a dragon, even in human form, is gonna be very much interested in just like sleeping on their hoard of stuff most of the day. And so I feel like I'd rather have that person because I feel like I'm usually out and about and then come back for sleeping. And so I feel like that person, the dragon person, would stay there and make sure that like our house is okay. I wouldn't have to worry about like us both being out all the time. And then like, no, I just know the dragon was there being a homebody, just sleeping on their gold and not have to worry about it. And I could come and go and I'd know that my apartment was safe.
Interesting.
Brian.
I'm gonna say that I would feel a little bit more comfortable with a dragon being my roommate, because vampires, I don't know if they're gonna turn on me, or like they might not be able to go out for a meal one day and I become the meal. So it's a risk more than like a dragon's just like, oh, you know, you piss me off and we'll have a disagreement. But a vampire is like, I'm gonna eat you tonight. It's like, I don't know.
Eating in, having
But
them.
no.
And yeah, dragons have a bit more magic to them, so maybe they can, like, instead of their responsibilities as a roommate, I think will be a lot easier on them, of just like, oh, they snap their fingers and the room is clean.
Right. Well, I think definitely like for an apartment setting, a vampire would probably be more ideal. But if it's an actual like house or like duplex that you're renting, I kind of agree with Corey where like the dragon's gonna be way more protective of that space because it's like that's its home and this is like where all of its stuff is. So it would definitely kind of depend on what, if it would be apartment setting or if it would be more like a home setting.
Let's say it's our millennial problem and we will only ever be able to afford a rent actually like a 2-bedroom apartment.
Can I have a water dragon?
Grace
Lives in
here,
the community pool.
Grace here has a point. Just wait till the dragon decides to hoard all the beer in the fridge.
Oh,
So we would just get the dragon his own little personal
Mini
fridge in
fridge.
his room.
Right.
I like the way you think. That's pretty easy. Problem solving
far,
right there.
People are we're getting closer to a bit of a disagreement here in the chat.
Almost half and half.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So far, dragon is winning.
And then Ghost Strawberry Tree was asking, where my felted boys at? They're all doing responsible felted friend things.
It's
Banana
surprising, but
agree.
they decided to be responsible today.
The one day.
One day.
The one day out of the year, they were like, day before Halloween, gotta be responsible.
Yep.
But Chunk will be on Trashterpiece later, right?
He will. Yes.
Yeah. He's just got to get his daytime stuff done.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna finish that poll right
All
there.
Do the thing, Julie.
Okay,
Dragon.
that is it. Dragon gets to move on. We've now
Well played,
got
Dragoon.
a Incubus Succubus versus a Mind Flayer.
Ooh.
Yeah,
What?
Wow.
I got a
That-
4.
That's a toughie.
I got a
What?
natural
Why is it
20.
a toughie?
Wait,
A girl.
I got a 6.
I think that will be me then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So both of them have their problems for sure. Gosh.
Why would you do this? Like,
Okay.
this is a real tough choice.
It is a real tough choice, but like they both are gonna have downfalls depending on which way you go. It's like, which one is the one that's not as bad? I mean, like, so okay. So they're willing roommates, right? They've made an agreement with you already that, like, at least they're sharing the apartment with you, and they're not gonna, you know.
They're contractually obligated to be like,
Right.
you know, pay on time, all that good stuff.
And like, if they were to harm you, they lose half the rent. So like, they're not gonna really want to.
Yeah, but I mean, things happen.
Things happen, sure. Yes. So the Mind Flayer, you're gonna have a lot of disposal issues of the things he brings back. But then also the
worst
Incubus
cat
Succubus
ever.
will also have disposal issues of what they bring back. It's just ooh.
I dropped my very large die. Sorry.
It's just that the amount of time between like consumption is a little different.
Yeah.
And also, well, okay, I would say the Mind Flayer's nights will be a lot quieter than the Succubus.
Agreed. So, I mean, it just kind of depends on what kind of dungeon you're running here.
Right. So exactly your point. What kind of dungeon? Do you want to deal with a dungeon or a fungeon? Okay. It's obviously the Succubus. She gonna walk around all niggy, like she's gonna feel very comfortable with
Oh,
herself.
that kind of fungeon. Okay,
Yeah,
I was going
okay.
Mind Flayer, but sure, let me indulge me.
She's gonna be very confident in her body.
True.
Just be like hanging out, bringing other very pretty people back to the apartment.
We'll die.
I assume that my Succubus roommate is a responsible Succubus who like just drains them to the point of they have to, you know, stagger home. Like we don't want to have to deal with dead people, right? Like her and I, like we're roommates, right? So like we have an understanding that she's not gonna like kill these people. She just drain them enough that we can just shove them into Uber in the morning. Totally fine.
Okay. Let's see. I feel I'm gonna have to go with Mind Flayer on this one, just because there's gonna be a lot of communication having to go back and forth. And with the Mind Flayer, if you already agree, like flat out the gate, like, hey, no peeking in my mind at this time per day, but you can use it to like message each other, like, hey, there's this issue.
There's no milk in the goddamn fridge.
Or like you have like, hey, I'm bringing this dead body home, be sure you get the garbage bags ready or something, you know, like there's going to be a lot more two-way communication happening, I think, with the Mind Flayer versus with a Succubus. You're just going to be like, you go about your business, you go about your business.
I love Arsenal Roy's comment was, you play Fuck Murder Kill with a Succubus and they just say yes.
Yes, yeah. D, all the above.
Fuck Mary Kill, not fuck
Oh, sorry.
Murder Kill.
And it's the same thing. The M and the K are the same.
Sorry.
Mary is not the same as murder. I mean, like, your soul, sure, but like physically different.
Oh, ouch. See, what do we got? We got 3 votes currently for a Succubus instead of a Mind Flayer.
Well, yeah, that's just a party, man.
Ryan, how have you been playing that game?
Apparently
Well-
incorrectly.
He's like, well, I really want to kill both of these people, and you can be friends with me.
So we're just gonna keep the 2.
Like, you guys dead, you can stay around maybe like a little bit, like sort of as friends, like friends.
Oh boy.
Oh, no love for the Mind Flayer.
No.
Is it?
I like the idea of the
tentacles?
communication.
Is that what is throwing everyone off? It's the tentacles a little
Maybe a
bit.
little too Davy Jonesy.
Ah,
Maybe. But I mean, like he would be so good at like knowing what your needs are at that time. It's just like, oh yeah, okay, I'm sorry I forgot to take out the trash, because you're already thinking, you saw it and you're like, oh. It's like, yeah, it's okay, I got it.
exactly. So I would definitely have a Mind Flayer as a roommate for sure. I don't mind the
Thinking about
cleanup.
Lost Girl as a Succubus roommate, because I'm like, Kinsey and what's her name? Oh my gosh, they have so much fun. She doesn't like completely kill people when she like eats them and drains their soul. I don't know.
Ah.
Yeah. And Disc and I were talking about the best spooky roommate. Best spooky-
That's spooky roommate, right? What's spookier than having to clean up after your roommate? No.
It's the worst. It's the worst to try to like clean up after your roommate.
True. Don't want it. All right. Finishing that poll there. Succubus gets to move on. Okay. Next, we have a Sasquatch and Thing.
Yay!
I got a 5.
7.
Oh. Kari,
16.
I go.
your turn.
It was rolling. It's a very large die.
It takes a lot. Takes a long time to figure out what it wants.
Yes. So yeah, obviously it's gonna be Thing, right? The Thing. It's obviously because he's
Oh,
always so helpful. We already seen him in a community living environment. He's always like he's a good friend. He's so helpful. Like he's there for you. He's emotional support. I think I just want to be friends with the Thing.
But
What?
if you
You don't
wanted
have
a
much
room,
space.
yeah. But if you want a roommate, you'll never see Sasquatch.
Ah.
I don't know if that's okay.
But I feel like there would just be hair trails everywhere, so that would be worse than like a cat or 10 cats.
Like,
Like-
ever had to deal with a husky? Sasquatch is so much worse.
That sink is gonna be clogged to shit. Like
Oh, the
it's gonna-
shower? The shower?
Oh, it's gonna be so bad.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's just gonna be like twigs and leftover leaves and stuff, and you know he's not gonna clean that up. Like he's just gonna leave it there until he gets to it the next time. But then you have to deal with it until. Bleh.
You'd be lucky if he actually takes a shower like more than once a month.
Ooh. His
So,
room
yeah.
starts smelling like.
So literally the only
outdoorsness.
benefit is that you don't see him much.
Nope. Still going with Thing.
Yeah.
Well, because once Thing becomes your roommate, that's almost like instant family. Like you're part of the team now. So he's so helpful and considerate.
I mean, I do think the Sasquatch gets a bad name. I think that I don't know. It depends on how you see Sasquatch. There's a couple of people that I definitely anthropomorphize himself that character as like misunderstood, just want to be friends, but can't like just always ends up taking weird pictures of him, right? But there are definitely people that are like, that's Lucifer still living on Earth? Not Lucifer. Cain and Abel, whichever one still lived. I don't know about the Bible.
Okay.
Really, I'd never heard that
That's a
interpretation.
That's it's a thing.
No,
I will
this
find
is
it for
the
you
thing.
later. But it's what?
You go back to whatever you were doing.
Look here.
What? Oh boy. All right.
Oh no.
Well, I think we're pretty clear on that one.
It's gotta be a thing.
It's gotta be. Yeah. There's no other choice. Thing it is. All right.
Arsenal kicking out a Bigfoot would just be heartbreaking. Get on out of here. Oh! And then the sad Hulk theme plays as he leaves. Like, no, that would just be terrible.
Ah.
I was looking at Gracier's answer. I don't know.
Neither do I. This is the first time I'm hearing this, and now I'm fascinated.
All right. So next we've got a devil from the Nine Hells, or the Beldam from Coraline.
So a devil, not the devil.
A devil.
A devil.
A devil.
A devil more than anything from D&D Monster Manual. 19.
Ah, I got 14. You got me.
All right. Okay. I am going to go with a devil because Beldam is going to be very controlling. She will want, like, she's going to be OCD about that house, and that's just going to be too much to handle. But the devil, they are great at contracts. So, like, whatever you're going to sign in that agreement, they are going to follow that lease agreement to the letter. They will be on top of their rent.
Yeah, but would they go like too far? Like no, in the contract it didn't say that I had to do the dishes, or if you did think to put in that roommates must do the dishes, he does like 2 dishes and he's like, I did the dishes. And so it would be like genie-esque almost with everything.
Well, okay, I'm kind of picturing devils like supernatural type devils. So like, say Crowley, like perfectly Crowley. He's more like a businessman that just operates.
Is also very evil.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I think there would be some level of like connivingness or kind of like word charminess, like, oh yeah, the whole I did 2 dishes, I did my part kind of thing. I feel like there would be a little bit of that, but I think he would be more businessy and stick to like the contract. So if you had a very detailed contract, I think that would just be, you would cover all your bases and there really wouldn't be an issue, I don't think. I mean, it's a devil. What's the worst that can happen? You lose your soul? I mean, come on.
Or no, you just lose your apartment. That's worse.
Oh, okay, then that's fine. At least I get to keep my soul. We're good.
Right.
I mean, I'm definitely not doing like the Beldam. Like, no, don't want that.
No, not.
No.
I have major issues with spider-like things, so no, ma'am, because I would just be standing over her with a pillow at night, like just
Hey, Wormwood Gaming, thank you for the raid of 135 people.
Wormwood Gaming.
Hello. Welcome. Nice to see all you raiders.
All you raiders.
Holy cats.
Welcome to Rolling for Initiative, where we're arguing who would be the best spooky roommate since Halloween is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we are rolling with our lovely Wormwood dice towers and everything.
I have several of the little like dice trays that I love.
Dice vaults and such.
Yes.
Oh my god, the coffin ones.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the follows. Welcome. And if you are also wanting to know what else we do on this channel, you can pop over to that and see. Oh, you got it also.
I got you. I'm right here.
You're right there. You're modding at the same time as being on the show. How about?
Double duty.
Yes, join our Discord. You can see all of the other things that we do on this channel. Join the community. We have some felted friends who play D&D with us, and also later tonight we will be doing what we call Trash Piece Theater, where lately we've been doing 1940s radio shows and reading them back without reading them beforehand, so it is all cold reading. And also you get to interact with the show, so you can tip for us to do funny accents and impersonations while we're doing the lines, and every time we hit $100 we sing the lines. It's a great time. It's fun. So
It's a lot of fun in the chaos.
Yeah. And then Tuesdays and Wednesdays are our D&D shows. We've got chat time on Thursdays. We've got book club happening right now in the Discord and on Thursdays. We're reading Dune. Oh, thank you for the gift subs. Thank you so much.
Yay! All the gift subs.
Yeah. And of course, stick around and help us decide who's the best spooky roommate. All you have to do is put 1 or 2 in the chat. And
once we open the poll.
Yes, the poll is currently open for this one right now. Right now, we are deciding between the Beldam from Coraline versus a Devil from the Nine Hells as being the best spooky roommate. But we have 16 to go through, and we're not even halfway through yet. So stick around, and we're gonna find the champion of this week.
Who's the spookiest of roommates?
Spookiest of roommates. The best spooky roommate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I think that one's pretty darn clear as well.
Yeah, I
Mr.
think
Devil.
that's pretty definitive.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
All right, so next we've got a ghost versus Death himself.
Death
Ooh.
himself. Yeah, but is it like... Okay, hold on. I'll save my thing.
Yeah. Roll first, and then we'll argue.
13.
15.
14. Take it.
Ooh.
Beat me again.
Okay. Okay. They're both gonna be helpful. Like.
A
and-
ghost? Can a ghost do very much?
Yeah, especially Casper kind of ghost. He's a poltergeist. He can move things.
Okay. We're talking about poltergeist-specific
Yeah.
ghosts that
Right.
that can still interact with the
Interactive
physical
ghosts,
world.
yes. So,
Okay.
but at least Death has a day job that he's gonna go to. So you're not gonna be stuck with that roommate in the same room all the time because like a ghost, he's there. He's haunting you and he is stuck there. So you always like even when you like bring other people over, like you have to deal with that roommate. But
Yeah.
Death, like he'll be like, oh, you know what? I got it. I'm gonna head out for the night and I'll reap some souls. It's okay.
Yeah,
That's
I feel
where
like there
I'm
would be a lot of good, like, philosophical dinner conversations with Death. Like, he would come home and he would just be exhausted. I would already have dinner ready, like, bitch, what happened? Lay it on me.
Let me tell you about this one guy I had to steal his soul from. Oh, it was the worst. He was just.
Well, then it would go even further in depth than that because he's Death. He's seen the other side. He can give insight to these people's lives because he just reaps the souls. He's not actually there like sending them down. He's just guiding them through. He's just the escort.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely think Death is the way to go. So if you ever watched Angel,
Yes.
Cordelia has to deal with having a ghost roommate for a while, and like first it's bad because the ghost is mad at her, obviously, and then like they figure it out, but then he's like annoyingly like possessive and is like she goes out on a date and brings the date back, and the ghost is like, no, I like basically messes with the guy because he's like, I don't think he's good enough for you. I don't think that he's treating you right, and like messes things up. I think that the ghost would be too invested in your life. Like, so friends being invested in your life, good. Friends being obsessed and that's the only thing that they're focused on, not as good.
Right.
Yeah, gotta go with Death.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, Discanar has a great point that Death will be a great board game player with you.
Ah, board game nights,
So
spilling the tea from work. I want Death as a
And Gracier, I am definitely thinking of the Terry Pratchett Death when I'm thinking of Death. So that is who I would want as the roommate of this ideology.
I want Bill and Ted's Death.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's a hothead though. Like he has such an ego.
He does, but you could just kind of like work that a little bit as long as you're like, hey, I made cupcakes. Who wants margaritas? I think you can appease that.
That's fair. All right. Well, that one's pretty definitive, I think. We'll let that go. Moving on to a doppelganger versus a xenomorph. I got a 5.
Got a 2.
Wait, is that 6 or a 9? That's 6.
Either
Dang
way, it would be higher than mine.
A xenomorph for what?
Or a doppelganger, a shapeshifter.
Okay.
No face hugs, please.
Yeah, like xenomorph, like we're already past the face hugger stage and we're like kind of adult xenomorph.
Right.
I'm gonna go with xenomorph just because I would hate the idea that the doppelganger, after living with me for a certain period of time, could just mimic me and go out and copy me. Like the worst identity theft in the world. Like
Right.
I would not be comfortable with that. Xenomorph, I feel like most of the time they're just gonna kind of be hiding. Like they're just gonna want to be hidden in their room until they're ready to eat, and then they come out and go, "Ah," and then they go back in their room.
I also feel like the doppelganger, you would come home and you would never know if you were being robbed because it would be a different like roommate every time, and you'd be like, "Are you?"
You would be able to recognize that person or that for who they are because there are always somebody else.
Yes. So it'd be like, "Are you? Are you robbing me? Like, are you? Wait, is it you? Yes."
You'd be walking in like, "Who are you and why are you in my house?" All the time. Every day, yeah.
But if you are roommates and like you actually became really good friends with them, like as one of Discanar said, they can pretend to be you if you are having a rough day. So like if you're working at the same place and you're like, "Hey, I don't want to come in today. I'm feeling kind of sick. Can you clock in for me?" It's like, yeah, I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
There's some benefits.
There are
Depends on
benefits.
how chill you are with them.
Maybe.
Maybe,
Oh,
but my introvertedness says, hell no. Protect that identity.
The fact that they could very easily take your identity is not a good thing.
That's a lot of stress that's constantly hanging over you. Like, is this bitch gonna impersonate me today, tomorrow, next week? Like, it's always having that in the back of your head and then never knowing who's gonna be at your house when you show up. So, xenomorph. I don't care if I get face hugs.
It's
Ooh.
like they make you warm.
Maybe they just want to cuddle.
Maybe they just want to.
They just want to like curl up next to you, like on the couch, like a cat or like a
This
little.
I would be
puppy,
okay
you know?
with.
Dude, that'd be super cool.
Well, so far the chat is not agreeing.
No.
Oh, wow. Either way, you're laying dead in the closet within 24 hours.
Oh, the dupe will keep you feel like you're popular with turning up to somebody different all the time. Like you always bring someone new to the parties. Like
Oh,
this is my
Infinite plus
roommate.
one.
This is my friend. This is my friend. And everyone's like, you have so many friends. And you're like, sure.
Oh man. All right. Well, definitely has. Hey, Jason, welcome. You are here. You'll be able to get in on the next vote. So xenomorph. Nope.
yeah, we're still in the first round, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah. We're still
Oh,
good.
xenomorph.
Xenomorph. No, doppelganger it is. Okay.
Okay.
All right, next
We
is
got a zombie versus Cthulhu. Oh, and he's
Where's-
green, so he doesn't show up very well in my
Oh.
green screen thing. I got a 3.
5.
I got an 18. Grace here, what's that movie? What's
Nice.
the movie? He said there's a Japanese drama movie based around the main character changing appearance every 24 hours and how the relationships suffer.
That's cool.
Wow, that's cool.
There's also a book. Sorry, there's also a book about a guy who changes like people, like literally like inhabits other people's bodies for a day and then changes the next day. It's interesting.
It's
Anyway,
also similar to Your Name, the anime movie. He and a girl swap places every once in a while.
yeah.
Kind of fun. And then they like find out. Well, no, I can't say that because that will reveal too many things about the movie, and you need to see the movie.
Don't do it.
No spoilers.
We don't have a spoiler alert button here.
No, I'm sorry. I almost did it. They're like, no.
Womp, womp. Okay.
Save
Okay,
it for
so-
Cinephilia.
Zombie or Cthulhu?
Right.
I gotta go with Cthulhu. I think just because of the smell.
Okay.
I think the whole like decaying, rotting flesh. I think it would just be like having the worst roommate that never showers or does anything. Like you try to talk to your roommate, and all he does is grunt at you. Sometimes you think he's getting a little aggressive, like he may like try to bite you, and you're like, oh geez, like I think that's the worst roommate. Versus like Cthulhu, like yeah, maybe he's a greater old one or whatever, but like he's doing his thing. Like, I don't know, I'm not gonna judge him. Yeah. He's still like an active, like a person. I don't know, a thing. I don't know.
Well, unless you go more like Shaun of the Dead zombie, where you just keep him in the garage or the shed out in the back, because then you always have a player 2 ready to go. So if like you had the worst day ever and then you just want to sit and play video games, or you know what, I'm going to watch Great British Baking Show for a couple hours, you got your buddy out in the shed.
True.
So you could just go sit there. You know, yeah, he might try and like nibble on you, but you just give him a big bowl of snacks and he's ready to go.
And you know he's
aerosol.
Yeah. And you know that he's gonna probably lock down a job pretty well, because like they're great at grocery store working and they're always gonna be there.
Yep.
And Cthulhu, you might run into the issue where he starts making you go insane, like literally insane, as he warps
just
the
by being
reality
around him for
him.
too long.
Plus, all conversations with the zombie is only the word brains.
You're like, what do you want to do today? Brains. Like, what movie do you want to watch? Brains.
Not again.
Sometimes he says I zombie and you're like, yes, okay, we can do that.
Okay.
But then if you get it to learn how to do a speak and spell, you're gold. Like, it's...
But then he just goes, B-R-A.
I'd be so salty. I'd be so mad. It's like, I went through all this time trying to educate you.
Oh, it's pretty close right now. It's still zombies are leading though.
Zombies will make great stoner friends. They just sit and chill. As long as you have snacks already ready, all you have to do is just have a little mini fridge set off to the side for them, and then make sure you have Ozium or aerosol ready to go. Or get some nice aromatherapy going.
Idle Hands was a great zombie. I think I saw that one.
That's an old one from like 90s.
Oh my.
Yeah, it had like one of those like really famous like child actors. Not he wasn't the same kid from Sequest, but it was kind of around that same age, like Matthew Lawrence, Joey Lawrence, kind of around that era, like Jonathan Taylor Thomas type thing.
Arsenal always says Seth Green.
Seth Green was in that movie. Devon Sawa, thank you, Arsenal. Yes. Yeah, because I think actually Devon Sawa was the same kid that did Casper in his kid form.
Really?
Oh, I thought that was Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
I don't think so. I think it was Devon Sawa. He was Casper.
Oh,
Aha!
Damn. Okay.
Dang.
Okay.
90s films, thanks.
That's a throwback.
Oh, that's that movie. Yeah. Okay. Couldn't remember what that Idle Hands was about. I was like, oh, it's the yep. All right. Well, by a little bit of a margin, Zombies gets to move on.
Yeah.
All right, we've got one more in this round before we start the next column. Oh. No.
I got
a predator and a lich.
Yes, a predator and a lich.
6. Dang it, I'm getting these.
That's a zombie. There it is. Okay. It was just a zombie.
Yes. I got a 1.
Wait, Gore, what'd you get?
A 4.
Oh, I got 6. Really? I capped with 6?
Whoa.
Okay. I'm gonna go with predator. There's gonna be a mutual like hunter's understanding that like you go out and hunt and then this is like your camp that you come back and like relax at. I don't feel like the lich would be able to turn off the soul sucking when he comes home. He's still gonna want to kind of get in on that, and I feel like he's gonna suck my soul, or at least like drain all the happiness out of my life, because we're just in the same proximity. And I feel like, yeah, predators are very primal and they understand warriors and being like a hunter. So I think there would be a very good understanding. Like, he would go out, get the food, and then come back, and it's like, all right, cool. You bought the food, I'll cook, tradesies.
But is he gonna go out, get the food, and then fillet it back at home, and just like the kitchen is wrecked because there's just all of it is being...
I mean, we can like set up like a butchering room. Like, we can set up like a butcher room.
Yeah, either that or just have it in the contract. It's like, okay, you got to fillet in the tub, depending on the size of the cut you bring home, Or at least just always have butcher's paper ready to roll out in the living room. Or like the plastic tarp like Dexter. All right, throw the plastic over the couch again.
Yep. Tiger says, would train with predator. Yep.
Yeah. I definitely agree with Arsenal Roy, where he says a predator won't bother you unless you decide to start picking up like some weapons. He's like, don't start, want none, won't be none. Like, I think that definitely would feel like if you don't start anything with him, he'd just be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not the warmest of roommates, but it would be fine. Versus the Lich, I do think that it's kind of just like his nature of like, oh, I would just feel sad and bad around.
And he would probably like start experimenting like on you. Just be like, I want to try this spell, but you're the closest thing here. So like...
Yeah, and he wouldn't even tell you because he's just that like diabolical, and like that's what a lich does. It's just manipulation, puppetry.
Right.
So it absolutely like spike your drink or your breakfast cereal or whatever just so that he could, do his experiments or whatever. And a predator, we didn't even talk about home security. If somebody tried to break in, the predator would be on that shit like so fast. And okay, as long as you leave his stuff alone, as long as you don't touch his stuff, you leave it alone, he's fine.
Yeah.
Very true.
Definitely for home security. I want a predator.
Predators always ask who wants some candy. Oh gosh. Yeah. Okay.
So bad.
All right. We'll let Predator move on. Back to the main poll. All right. So we have finished our first column.
Yeah.
So now we have
Second
our
round.
next rounds. First off, we've got a dragon versus a succubus incubus.
Ooh.
Got a 15.
12.
13. It's a Corey.
So the arguments from in my head are the dragon, which is going to be more of a homebody, like always home, but like to themselves, just hanging out on top of their horde, whatever. Versus the succubus, which I think she's very outgoing, hanging out, always very comfortable with the body. Like she's like, no, like wear nothing, it's fine. Like I think that she like really ups your confidence as a roommate. I think I'm gonna have to go with the dragon though. I think that comfort and stability in my house, like wherever I'm living, even if it's not a house, it's an apartment, I think that overwhelms like the confidence that I think having a succubus roommate would be.
Okay. I would have to be on the other side of that then, because like I want that building up. Like if you're gonna roommate with someone, I want like
foot
that
traffic.
Huh?
You want foot traffic because the succubus incubus will just be bringing in people all the time. It's like,
True,
okay,
true.
it's the 12 o'clock appointment. So there's always going to be foot traffic through the house. So if you don't mind that,
I don't
but
know.
the dragon.
I guess I'm coming more from a place of like I've never had roommates before, so I want to have like the crazy experience
Oh, girl,
and then
no, you
get it out
don't.
of the way.
Oh, no, you don't.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
go with the dragon. I think you're gonna have a better like living experience and quality of life if you go with the dragon. I think there's just gonna be too much comings and goings, haha, with the succubus because that's all they do. It's in their name. But the dragon is going to be protective and want to make sure that everything in their house, their possessions, the shared possessions, because if you buy like stuff together with the dragon, it's half theirs. So they're still going to be like protective about it, like it's part of their hoard.
I don't know, they might be a little bit too possessive. They may be like, oh yeah, we shared it, but it's all mine. So it's...
Yeah, that's true. Dragons are pretty.
That's a downside. That is a downside.
The
yes.
succubus, however, is on the like complete opposite side of that. It's like everything is everyone's, and it's just like, oh yeah, take it. I don't care. Oh, it's my roommate's. You can still have it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, eh.
But also with a dragon, you would never have to buy a lighter again. You'd always have insta candles, insta incense whenever you want.
Nice, like a fire pit out in the back, like yeah.
Hey, buddy, can you come light the barbecue for me real quick?
Oh man,
I'll cook dinner. Just light it up.
If you're late for work, you just have him fly you over.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's got the day off.
Yeah.
So free rides, okay.
Ooh,
Great carpool
50-50
buddy.
right now. We are.
Whoa. Did I win? So I get to break the tie?
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You're the highest.
Oh, there we go.
No, we're still 50-50.
What? Zero guy just did it too.
Right, but he
You
said
do.
dragon already, and so he voted twice.
Ah.
But luckily, he voted for what he said.
Oh, thank goodness.
This is what we're talking about, chat. When the poll's open, be careful what you type, because poll is too smart.
Yeah. But if you were to like
Skynet.
say dragon ... it will not count it because that thinks it's one word.
Oh, if it's attached to like a punctuation.
Because it's attached.
But
But
yeah,
as
if
soon
it's-
as you hit that space bar,
Yeah, it has. As soon as it singles out that word, then it's like, oh, you're counting that. Yeah. Oops.
Gosh
You're
darn
fine. You got
Skynet.
it. You still voted for what you wanted. It's still 50-50 though.
this is through.
Well, Corey.
You gonna break it?
Dragon!
Dragon.
Yeah!
Dragon it is. Sorry, Mr. Succubus and Incubus. Okay. Next we've got a devil from the Nine Hells and Thing.
Ooh.
Got 4.
Okay.
Four? I got a 4.
It was almost a 20, and then it kicked back down. 8.
It'll be you then.
Still win.
Oh, sheesh. Thing.
Yeah.
Hands down, Thing. Because he's gonna be far more helpful, a lot more considerate. You're getting a friend, maybe even a new addition to your own little, like, found family with Thing versus a devil. There's always gonna be that layer of you're trying to figure out if he's really trying to connive you or if he's trying to contractually get you to do something that's not there. I think there's always going to be that level of like underhanded sneakiness somewhere versus Thing. He wants to help however he can.
Yeah. He likes to give a hand.
Yeah, it's like, who doesn't want an extra hand? Like, seriously.
He'll be helpful. He'll be, again, like we've seen him in this situation. He'll be helpful. He'll be a friend. It's that good roommate experience that you actually want, Ryan, not crazy experience.
Thank you. You don't want crazy ninja sex party. You want like the loving, comforting hand that's gonna bring you soup when you feel sick, not a whip and chain,
True.
You make both of those sound like sexual.
It's soup.
Yeah, and we do know that Thing does get a job. Like, he can lock down a job. Because in Addams Family 2, when they get kicked out, he's
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
the
no,
one
it's the
who's
first one.
making money.
It's the first one where they get kicked out.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because the second one is the kids at camp.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he definitely has a job.
Yeah, he works for FedEx. I mean, he's good delivering mail. And
Yeah.
he's fast, too.
He's got a job. Yeah.
Oh, that's his day job. And then he just comes home and he's just like on the couch trying to relax.
You just see like he props up on the thing, like snaps his hand, and you go grab him a beer, and you're like,
Oh.
it's okay, buddy, it's okay. Don't say thing has a job. Don't open that door.
Don't open that door.
Don't open that door. Plus, he can double as a hand model. Ah, there you go. So there's his weekend hobby. That's what he really wants to pursue, but he has FedEx as his daytime job.
That makes
Right.
sense.
Dude, he is a hard-working hand.
Mm.
Who does not want thing for a freaking roommate?
What?
Yeah, thing wins. Yay.
Thing wins. Very, very much so. Thing wins. All right. Moving on.
Video Goth says, kablam, I'm here, carry on.
Carrying on. Sound of one hand clapping.
Oh no.
Okay. We've now. Oop, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Okay. We've got Doppelganger versus Death.
Ugh.
Get an 8.
8 again.
20.
Ah,
And it is.
there it is.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go with Death in this situation. Yeah, out of these two guys, he's definitely the one who's going to be responsible as a roommate. He will not try to steal your identity. He already steals enough things as it is. Well, and he has a job that he has to leave and go to every day. But the doppelganger, you don't know his intentions. He's shifty.
He's probably at home all the time.
So yeah, definitely hands down, it's got to be Death. The doppelganger definitely is going to steal your identity at the end of things. Is definitely stealing multiple people's identities as you are roommates with them.
Yeah.
While Death is just an escort of people. Like he's not actually like, I don't know. Like if it's time to go, then wouldn't it be nice for friendly face? Like even if like you happen to like get cancer and die while you're roommates with him, it's like then it's a friendly face escorting you back. It would be even like nicer. Like I think he'd be nice. I think he'd be very tired. I think he'd be very nice. Plus, Death enjoys a curry every now
Yeah.
And look at
And
him
then
playing
also-
with those kittens. It's so cute.
and then. You put that on purpose. You're like, yes.
You soul bitch. You got cats? I'm in. Yeah, I gotta go with Death too, just because I think board game night would be really good. I think the after work conversations of what happened at work and just hearing like some of his, philosophies. He's seen a lot. Give me some of that knowledge. Drop that wisdom on me,
Yeah.
Videogoth says, Death is not cruel. He is just terribly good at his job.
This is true. He's too good.
No.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yep, Death is leading by far.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, that doppelganger would just have me worried all the time. And then even if he was home, if he was on the computer, he's like hacking or stealing someone else's identity. You get packages that don't have like his name on it. It's just somebody else's random name because he's like stealing credit card numbers.
Yeah, because when he like gets the credit card or whatever, and the police like check the footage, it's like, no, like this is definitely you, and that person's like, no, I wasn't there.
Yep. Yep. And you would
That's
always
your
be
roommate.
like his first go-to to like frame you. Like
For an alibi or
Yeah.
for a fall guy.
yeah.
You
Like,
just
no,
don't
it
know
was-
which one you are. Yeah.
It was this guy. It's true.
Ugh.
All right.
Death hands down, no more door-to-door salesman.
Oh, yeah. Every time they open a door, there's like Death is there. He's like, no.
They would
Like, he doesn't
know.
even get to leave the house. Just he does house calls now.
All right. I think that's pretty clear. No one wants a doppelganger.
No, that's
And death
just...
is on the line.
Ah!
All right.
Bad.
So bad.
So bad.
Next, we've got a zombie versus a predator.
Got 4.
One.
Oh,
I got a 2.
what the heck, guys? What is going on here? It's blasphemy and anarchy. Oh, Lord. What? Okay, zombie is going to be a really laid back roommate.
Hmm.
I think pretty low maintenance, just kind of like that buddy that's always there down to, either hang out or play games or cook or whatever. And then the predator, you know what? I'm going to go with the predator. I like that hunter motivation and that he contributes to the apartment by bringing back stuff and also looking out for our own facilities. So even if there is any sort of like perimeter breach or if there's someone shady around the house, that's going to get taken care of real fast. So I'm going to go with the predator.
So would Predator be that annoying guy who's like always doing CrossFit? Just like,
I think on his days off he might be, but I think that'd just be in the morning.
I don't know.
I feel like there would be other hobbies. Just don't know what exactly. Maybe like painting, but painting with the blood of his enemies, maybe.
Is it that annoying? Like, at least, like, sure, if he was like always annoying you to also do CrossFit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he'd be judging you completely. Like, oh, you're not doing it with me. You're not a hunter.
I mean, yeah, but I just own it. Versus, again, I gotta go with zombies that smell. I just gotta go with, look, they're rotting. Like, it's rotting flesh. They're gonna make your whole apartment stink. You're gonna get like calls from the neighbors, like saying like this apartment has a weird smell. Like,
yeah.
I think I think it's awful to live in. I think you're getting called a lot. I think I gotta go with the predator. At least he keeps himself clean, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, predators are relatively civilized, I think. They're just more primitive in their like fighting.
Yeah, they're just very ritualistic. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they are space traveling people. They're smart. They like to hunt.
Yeah. And they like like you said, the ritual, the kind of sport of it, the big display, like ancient kind of gladiators where it was about the spectacle type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'd be more of that roommate that does the one big like mud run event of the year.
My God.
And
He's a
that's
Spartan.
what like he works. Yeah. And that's like what he works towards. So, I mean, yeah, there might be some fitness, element where he's working out at the house, trying to like rev up for it. But I don't think he'd be trying to like, hey, come on, let's do this mud run together. Like, like, nah, man, that's your thing. I'll help out here. You can help out there.
Fair. Predator might like country music? I don't know.
I think it'd have to be a certain type.
No.
I'd be real surprised if he was a Dolly Parton fan.
Yeah.
But you know what? I could see it happening.
Yeah.
As like one of his downtimes, like if you just come home unexpectedly and he's like cooking in the kitchen,
Listening to
there
9
might
to
be some
5.
Dolly Parton going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I would want to see that.
I would love that actually, to see a predator in an apron just jamming out in the kitchen. Yeah, to some Dolly. Oh my God. Working 9 to 5. Pew pew.
All right. I think that one's also very, very clear.
Yes.
We'll switch back over now. We are in the second to final round.
Ooh, top tiers. All right, here we go.
Okay, this is deciding who will be in the very final round, who's going to go up against each other. So, first off, we've got Dragon versus Thing. I got a 1. I am also rolling sharp stuff dice, so
I got a 7.
19.
Oh.
I did the thing. I got it. Thing. It's Thing has got to go all the way. He is by far not only the best roommate, the most helpful, but also spooky. He checks off all those boxes. Like, who doesn't want a helpful, spooky roommate that's gonna pay rent on time and have like that reliability and stability that you can count on?
well, okay. So he might be a pretty helpful roommate, but in times of like when you want to lay on the couch or something like that and you just want to chill, are they going to be able to like comfort you in that,
Like chill with you?
chill
Yes,
with you?
Head massages, dude. Like, get on it. Like,
Okay.
because we've seen Thing like, kind of curl up. What was it? I think it was to Wednesday. I think she was sleeping and she had her doll, and then I think like he kind of came up on the bed and like slept like on the edge of her bed. Like, I mean, I think he would just kind of resort to almost like pet instincts. So even if you were taking up the entire couch, a little space, all he needs is the little armrest that he can just sit there, get front row,
I feel like I've got to go with Thing. I still like the dragon. I still think that, like, I think I would have a better connection with the dragon, just like the communication element. Like,
Yeah.
sure, you can get it. I think Thing would be more, obviously he's more than a pet, but it is a little bit harder because there's no communication from him.
Yeah. It's like having a foreign exchange student as your roommate. It's like you don't really have the communication there.
Well, I mean, you would just have to kind of learn like his own, not charades, but like his own body mechanics. Like, once you kind of set that foundation, I think it would be fine. Either that or you just learn sign language.
Does he talk like that? Yeah. Is he able to, like,
He does something.
He does sign.
Yeah, he does signs, and he also does know how to write.
And he also does Morse code. So there's
He
like
does do
multiple.
that.
Yeah, there's multiple
Yeah,
ways of
okay.
him, other than just kind of like angry hand at you,
yeah.
to let you know that like, don't do that. There's different ways of communicating. It's just going to take a little bit more effort. I mean, dragons are magical, but Thing, I think
they're gonna be a lot more. I think the dragon's gonna be a lot more moody. Like, as much as I think they're good for the home security, I think they are gonna be moody about things. Like, I mean, you go into a dragon's keep with all their, they're like, what are you doing?
What do
Like,
you
why
want?
are you here? What are you doing? Like, why? Versus Thing would be like, hi, how are you? What are you doing? Like,
Yeah, I think if you had to go into like your dragon roommate's room for anything, like, oh, you borrowed my book, I'm gonna go get it back, and if he came home, like, that would just be like, what are you doing? I think just like invasion of privacy kind of, I think he would just over exaggerate it.
what are you doing in my swamp?
What are you doing? Fair. So far, Thing is in the lead.
It is.
Yeah, Thing's pretty even tempered too.
Yeah.
So you don't really
Yeah.
see him get too angry, or you don't see him like lash out at anything.
Yeah, at the most, he'll angry like.
Yeah, well, that's just him being sassy, He's
Right.
just like, okay, bitch, hurry up. He's giving you sass.
Right. Yeah.
Video God has a point. Not dragon. We've all seen hoarders. God.
Oh, man.
Okay. I think we're good. I think that's enough. Thing gets to
Thing
go.
is on. Woohoo.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
Best spooky roommate ever.
So now finally, who is going to go up against Thing in the final round?
Ooh, crap.
Death
Will it
versus
be
Dexter.
Death or the Predator?
Oh.
I got a 10.
And I got a 20.
I got
Whoa.
10 too.
10-2. Okay, so between you guys got 20, so go. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, we have to share every other word.
No, it's Dr. Know-It-All on roll.
This isn't Thursday.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with death in this case because otherwise the other one might. Out of the two that would try and kill you in an argument, Predator would kill you in an argument first, and Death is like maybe more understanding. Like he's been around a while and he just doesn't care. Well, no, he cares a lot. He just doesn't quite understand like how humans work anymore. It's just he's kind of been out of touch for a while. But Predator's just like, no, these are my ways, and you don't get to change me. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
But Death will learn from you.
I don't know. I don't think that Death learns like that. I think Death is very consistent. I think Death doesn't learn. I think Death is, pretty stuck in his ways, right? Death is always coming. Death is like, right? It's inevitable. It's the slow, like slow onset of like, I think that the Predator would kill you outright, and then if you piss Death off, he would be like, that's fine, I'll get you later.
And you know that he's for real, so it's like, yeah.
I mean, you do get more time with that one, but it's kind of creepier. You're always like, but where? But when?
That would just be the best way of him to like mess with you without actually messing with you.
It's like, oh, 1 year less. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. He would be that guy.
Like, I'm sorry I didn't do the dishes when I said I would. That's okay, I'll just mark 6 months off. What?
Yep.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Death on this one too. Board game night.
Oh,
He'd
no.
be great with board
I do
games.
think that he's a better conversationalist than the Predator.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. In
Yeah,
general.
all the Predator can say to you is, what the hell are you?
Yeah. Or just do the little clicking noise at you. It's like, oh, okay, I'll back off.
You're like, ugh, okay, clicky noise, got it.
Yeah, and at least with Death, you wouldn't have to worry about like cleanup of what, he brought home on his hunt. So
Yeah.
I wonder if Death would be hygienic. Like,
Well, he's not the
how often does he wash his robe? Because that thing's dragging on the ground.
But he doesn't sweat, so it's like he's not.
That's true.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But he's not like Plague, right? If you like the Four Horsemen, right? Like Death isn't like he's just Death.
He's not like a zombie where he's
Yeah.
like decaying flesh or like rotted flesh. He's
Yeah.
just
He's the memento mori, essentially.
yeah.
Interesting. Still think it's got to be Death.
Yeah.
And everyone agrees. There's no one who voted for Predator.
Yeah.
All right. We'll let that move on. This is going to be an interesting last round.
Yes, it is.
Oh, boy.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
12.
11.
5.
Okay.
Thing versus Death.
I gotta go with Thing.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be more of a companion, more of like roommates for like, this is not just like roommates for a year or two. This is roommates for like 5 years, up to 10 years. Like we keep in touch. Like we were roommates for 5 years, and then we constantly catch up every year if we've moved like to different states, and like
Yep.
Oh,
that's a lifelong. Oh no, did I freeze?
You froze for a second.
Sort of,
Yeah, you're catching up.
like you guys froze, and I was like, oh no, right in the middle of
you're
talking.
good. You're good.
All right, you're good. You're back in sync now.
Yeah, I think that it's that lifelong friendship that starts with being a roommate, and I think Death has bigger things that he's dealing with. That I think that as much as you could mean a lot to Death, I don't think that you mean as much to Death. Like I think that he's got bigger things going on in his life.
Yeah.
It might be a positive experience, but it's not like a lifelong. Like I don't know. I feel like he's got
Well,
other things.
if I were to say like life-changing experiences, death, being a roommate with death would definitely be one of them, because like especially citing like the Hogfather, he like teaches you so much about the world and how to view it and how to appreciate it. That is not something you're going to be able to get from a hand.
That's true.
Also, death is definitely going to be more of like he's teaching you about his experiences. It's an older roommate kind of thing versus the thing. You guys are figuring out life together.
Right.
Yeah. I like what you said, Corey, is that like Thing is gonna be like a multiple year roommate. Like this isn't gonna just be like 1 year contract done. And I think to Death, he's seen everything. He is beyond this realm. So I think the investment that he'll have in you as a roommate will just be like, it's another person I gotta kill at the end of the day, you know, at their time kind of thing. So it's like that will definitely just be a strict like roommate contractual situation where Thing, I think you're actually gonna bond together, you're gonna grow and learn together and become that found family. So
Definitely.
yeah, definitely the Thing for best spooky roommate that then becomes family. Like yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
Huh? I would have to go with death in this case.
Okay.
All right, let's see what chat thinks.
Death.
Death.
You don't talk to death about contracts ever.
Just in case. Just in case he starts writing something down. He's like, okay.
Like, no, what? No.
Yeah, so far we've got 7 votes for death, 1 vote for Thing.
Ooh.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. People want that life lesson thing. They don't want that companionship, apparently.
That is if death is willing to share that with you.
I mean, at least the Terry Pratchett death is definitely going to share that with you.
What if he's tired at the end of the day and you keep asking the annoying questions and he's like,
Oh God, he just wants to spend
like-
time with me. What the hell?
Well, and also like that death is, I think he can be a lot of places at once, so he doesn't necessarily get tired.
okay.
Thing could be Death's sickle caddy on those long days.
Oh.
Interesting.
Can't we just add on an extra room and have both of them as roommates?
Yeah, I mean, that would be ideal, but
Yeah, right? We'll just upgrade to that duplex so that everybody can have their
perfect.
own room.
Yep. Alright, well, I think we have our answer. Yeah. We've got all of our votes in. So, Death is our best spooky roommate.
Wow. Yeah, chose death. The day before Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fitting.
it is fitting. It is very fitting.
Okay, so death is winner. But what is this like deciding topics next time?
Okay,
Explain that
so
more.
we're still gonna have like the master debater of the week, right? So they're gonna choose. So, and the way that this is all gonna work out next time is that like we're gonna bring our champions for the questions that we present, right? So we need the theme of what we're gonna make those questions about. And so
So it's a category that like all the 3 questions fall under,
Right.
and then we kind of prepare our argument for the first 2, and then the last one we
it's a
just
random question that we have
is
to,
random and that we make up kind of on the fly.
Yeah, right.
It's like almost like I want to talk about the Terminator next time. We're gonna do everything about the Terminator. Like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and then we can make questions of like, okay, so who of this would make the best Terminator, or like which Disney character would survive against a Terminator, stuff like that, and you choose your champion to bring to that question, and that's where we're gonna be.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna put myself in the running again because technically it was me and Cucumber who won together.
That's right.
And there's only 3 of us, so I felt it's fair.
Also, our Sonoro 2K said, y'all blew through this one quick. It's amazing what you can get through without Felted Friends.
Yeah.
Right? Like efficiency.
Yeah, and then, like, they didn't get rated while they were on, so we,
The shade.
All right, so I'm gonna open up that poll, and y'all can start voting for who you think is the
Master
master
debater.
And you can use chat points.
He's so creative with the debater.
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 Because Twitch thinks master debater is a bad word. But
As it should.
yeah.
Right.
Speaking as a female streamer, it should.
Let's see. Corey is currently, she was in the lead.
Oh no.
Oh no, she's still in the lead.
Go,
69%.
Go, Connie, go. Go, Connie, go.
No, I don't think there's a way for anyone else to catch up here.
I
Go,
don't
Connie,
think
go.
so. Yeah,
Go,
I think
Connie,
that's
go.
Oh,
I don't
maybe
know.
not.
Go,
Maybe
Connie, go.
not.
a
Oh,
50%.
Connie, go.
How is this possible?
it's getting close. Like,
Go, Connie, go.
Only a few more seconds.
Go, Connie, go.
it's gonna be
I
you,
play
Corey.
video games
Yep,
for a
it's
living.
Corey.
Grr.
Tigeron contributed 2,100 channel points to make
Ooh.
Well, thank you, Tigeron. Thank you, Tigeron.
All right.
Well, let's talk about the Terminator next week.
Okay. Terminator next week it is.
Down. Y'all ain't ready.
Awesome. And we'll make some questions about that. What do you want your crown to be?
Death.
Just a Reaper.
Sickle.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a
His
big-
Reaper
big
scythe.
old, like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Reaper scythe. Got it.
Arsenal, I tried. Don't worry, Arsenal.
Awesome. Well, thank you all. Thank you for helping us decide that Death would be the best roommate, and
Hey.
that Corey. Yeah, Corey
Do you
was.
not know who we are? We're different people.
There's a lot of C and R names over here, okay?
Yeah. Corey is the master debater of the week.
Yay!
We will have a new format, new probably intro. Everything is going to look a little different. Hopefully next time.
Ooh, girl.
So be sure to tune in because it's all going to be different and weird. And we're going to be figuring it out. And it's always better with a big audience.
To help us figure it out along together.
Yes.
So let's see who we've got going on right now. Let's see.
And don't forget to come back at 7:30 for Trash to Peace Theater.
Ooh.
Thank you guys for the follows and anybody that came over from Wormwood Gaming and stuck around. Thank you guys so much.
Gonna re-rating Guiding Light.
Oh,
They
yay.
look like they're doing some fun improv-y things and possibly D&D.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Right, y'all. See you tonight at 7:30. Come join us for Trash to Peace Theater. Make us do funny voices and stuff.
Yay.
Bye. 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 Bye.